Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Paul Merson says Arsenal would sell William Saliba for just £27 million. Paul Merson has delivered his verdict on William Saliba and his future at Arsenal once he returns from his loan spell at Marseille. The young Frenchman has had a spectacular campaign under Jorge Sampaoli at the Stade Vélodrome. He has played 50 games in all competitions at Marseille and is now a full France international as well. Saliba is widely regarded as one of the best young defenders in the world. His ability at the back, composure on the ball, and intelligence as a defender is just incredible for someone who is still only 21, but Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta just hasn't been convinced. It has been almost 3 years now since Arsenal splashed £27 million to sign Saliba from Saint-Etienne, but he's yet to play a single competitive game for the Gunners. That has raised concerns about his future, and Merson believes Arteta will let him go if a club agrees to pay the North Londoners what they spent on the Frenchman back in 2019. The Englishman wrote in his column on the Daily Star, "William Saliba is running out of time to prove himself at Arsenal, and I think he could be sold this summer. There must be a reason he'd been loaned out 3 times by the club. Was he getting ripped in training? I don't see why he's still on loan otherwise. Arsenal paid a lot of money for him, but I think if anyone offers them their money back, they would take it right now. It's almost 3 years he's been there now, and he can't get a look in. Maybe Mikel Arteta has watched him train and decided he's nowhere near ready. How long can they keep waiting for Saliba? You hear that he's doing well in France, but that league is nowhere near as competitive as the Premier League. If Arsenal don't have confidence in him to perform over here, there is no point bringing him back from Marseille just to loan him out again. They might as well sell. Arsenal need to make a permanent decision on William Saliba's future this summer. Arsenal confident they can sell Lucas Torreira this summer. Arsenal are confident that Fiorentina will look to sign Lucas Torreira this summer and could even do so in the next week or so. That's according to Calcio Mercato, relying on news from Lenazzoni, who says that the Gunners are expecting things to move quickly. They explained that after Fiorentina face Roma on Monday, a game which is crucial to their hopes of qualifying for Europe next season, the club's leadership will begin to think about the future. The first note to unravel is that of Torreira, who is currently on loan with the Italian side but has a right of redemption included in that deal. Torreira has hinted he wants that to be taken up at all costs, but there would be probably have to be a discussion about his wages in a deal that would bring Arsenal 15 million euros. There are no problems on getting a permanent deal over the line, as Arsenal are more than happy to let him go. In fact, they are sure that Fiorentina want Torreira permanently and that they will give their approval to that happening as early as next week. Whether things move too quickly remains to be seen, but it seems there is an increasing belief at Arsenal that Torreira will be sold sooner rather than later. Arsenal legend praised Arsenal goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. Arsenal legend David Seaman has praised Aaron Ramsdale for taking his chance this season. Ramsdale has established himself as first choice between the posts at the Emirates Stadium, but despite Seaman being a big fan, he's not afraid to dish out the tall love. When he first came, a lot of Arsenal fans were asking questions as to why we are spending £30 million on a number 2 because they couldn't really see him replacing Bernd. Former Arsenal goalkeeper told the PA news agency ahead of Soccer 8 2022. David added, "Then obviously, Aaron got his chance and I know it's a pun, but he's taking it with both hands. He has properly grabbed it and shown what he can do. A lot of people were saying to me, but he's been relegated with Bournemouth and Sheffield United. That for me is a brilliant experience. That experience of playing under pressure and a relegation fight, trust me, is a lot worse than going for titles. He's just gone on and he's getting better and better. His confidence is there for all to see." Arsenal have reportedly made contact over Armando Broja. According to The Sun, Chelsea loanee Armando Broja is a player the Gunners are reportedly targeting. The outlet claims Arsenal have previously registered their interest in the 20-year-old. Mikel Arteta and Edu aren't alone in wanting Broja, however. Southampton reportedly want to sign him permanently, while West Ham and Borussia Dortmund are also in the race. It has been suggested that Chelsea could demand £58 million for Broja. While it's a high amount, the Gunners would be getting an incredibly talented Premier League proven young striker. Broja has registered 9 goals in 37 games in all competitions on the South Coast so far this campaign. He has been a standout performer for a struggling Saints side. In 2020, 90 Minute wrote that Broja is an aerial threat who's not afraid of using his physique to his advantage, but he's far more than a brute. Broja is comfortable with the ball at his feet and loves to start attacks with either a decisive pass or an electric counter-attack. He is actually fairly similar to Olivier Giroud in that teammates love to play off him, but Broja does bring at least some form of speed to the field. Some fans on Twitter have also compared him to Diego Costa. He seems to tick a lot of boxes for Arsenal: tall, young, talented, proven and very strong. Arteta could certainly do with a Giroud Costa type striker in his squad. Let's see what happens in the coming weeks. Arsenal and Manchester United receive boost in Ruben Neves' pursuit. Arsenal and Manchester United have received a boost in their pursuit of Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves. Neves has been linked with a move to Manchester United and Arsenal this summer, according to Sky Sports. The report also states that Barcelona are keen to sign the midfielder, but that now seems unlikely. That is because Neves wants to stay in the Premier League, according to the Daily Mail, who also say that he would prefer a side playing European football. Both Arsenal and Manchester United are set to finish in European places, but the former are more likely to qualify for the Champions League. This could tempt Neves towards the North London club, but the price tag might make it difficult to secure his signature. The report says that Wolves will demand around £70 million for their midfielder this summer. Bruno Lage had previously said Neves is worth more than £100 million, but the Daily Mail believe Wolves would accept less than that for the Portuguese star. A move to Arsenal may be the right moves for Arsenal, not only because of the potential of Champions League football, but Mikel Arteta has them on an upward trajectory in the last few months, and the squad is still extremely young and full of potential. Growing confidence: Arsenal will sign Youri Tielemans this summer. There is a growing confidence that Arsenal will sign Youri Tielemans this summer, with The Sun reporting that Leicester City star's representatives expect him to be at the Emirates next season. Tielemans looks set to leave the King Power Stadium in the coming month. His contract with the Foxes expires at the end of next season, and it does not appear that he is looking to sign fresh terms. Arsenal are amongst those to have been most heavily linked with Tielemans. In fact, reports claim that the Gunners had already held talks with the Belgian's agent, and it seems that a lot of progress has now been made. According to The Sun, both Arsenal and Tielemans are growing confident that the 25-year-old will be in North London next season. Much may depend on whether the Gunners qualify for the Champions League, however. The Sun adds that Real Madrid will look to snatch him from Mikel Arteta's grasp should Arsenal miss out on the top 4 in the Premier League. Arsenal, meanwhile, are gearing up to pay £40 million for the midfielder. There may not be many better ways for Arsenal to potentially celebrate their Champions League return than agreeing a deal for Tielemans. He has been outstanding for Leicester, and he has been labelled an incredible player during his time in the Premier League. His contract situation opens the door for a potential bargain move, and it appears that Arsenal are well on their way towards winning the race. The Gunners do need to improve their midfield options, particularly if they are going to be back in the Champions League next year, and Tielemans would undoubtedly be an upgrade. It appears that a deal is edging closer. Arsenal set sights on Raheem Sterling. Arsenal have reportedly set their sights on Manchester City Raheem Sterling ahead of a potential summer swoop. According to calciomercato.it via Team Talk, the Gunners are monitoring the 27-year-old amid his uncertain future at the Etihad. At present, Arsenal have two main options at left wing, Gabriel Martinelli and Emile Smith-Rowe. However, there have been rumours suggesting Mikel Arteta wants to turn Martinelli into a centre forward. Meanwhile, Smith-Rowe is also expected to compete with and cover for Martin Odegaard at number 10. Therefore, there is certainly scope for Arteta to bring a player who mostly plays on the left but can cover across the whole front line. As for Sterling, his contract at City expires in the summer of 2023. Talks over a new deal have been ongoing for some time, but as of yet, no agreement has been reached. Team Talk reported last month that Pep Guardiola is growing increasingly concerned that Sterling will decline fresh terms. In that case, City will have to cash in this summer if they want to get a decent amount of money for the England international. Links between Sterling and Arsenal have been going on for a while now. In November last year, Fabrizio Romano told the Arsenal lounge that Arteta thinks Sterling would be perfect for the Gunners. Although Sterling would be pricey, he's a world-class player, proven in the Premier League and at the peak of his career. Certainly a decent shot for Arsenal. Pundit says Gabriel Jesus will join Arsenal because of Arteta. Former Premier League goalkeeper Paddy Kenny claims Gabriel Jesus will have no problems joining Arsenal because of his relationship with Mikel Arteta. The Brazilian striker worked with the Gunners manager when the latter was Manchester City's assistant manager. Arteta is now Arsenal boss and he's driving them towards a return to success. The club will bolster its attacks in the next transfer window, and reports have linked them with a move for City's Jesus. The Brazilian might struggle to get enough playing time at the Etihad next season if the Premier League champions sign Erling Haaland, as it's being speculated. A move to Arsenal will hand him more playing chances, and Kenny believes he would join Arsenal without thinking about it. He tells Football Insider, "If Arteta wants him, then they clearly got on, and he clearly rates him, so I can't see there being any issues there. Jesus has always put up good numbers, but he could probably get a few more goals if he's the main man somewhere. He's Premier League quality, and we know Arsenal need a striker, so it makes a lot of sense. They could easily sign him in my opinion. I don't know who else would be in for him." Jesus has been in outstanding form in recent weeks, and that is proof of his quality. It might be too late for him to be City's main man, but that opens the door for us to sign him. If we can add the former Palmeiras man to our squad, there is a good chance we would be in shape to challenge for different competitions next season. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.